What is going on, guys? This is 42 Sports here, and I am back with some more commentary match prediction videos. Alright guys, so today I am talking about the Clemson Tigers going on the road, the third game of the year, versus the Texas A&M Aggies. And as you guys know as well, that Jimbo Fisher is now the new head coach of the Texas A&M Aggies, and Kevin Sumlin, and I believe he's with the Arizona Wildcats now, was fired early, I think two or three games left in the season, and they didn't do so well. And of course, you guys know that the Johnny Manziel era and the effect of quarterbacks in that situation, that everybody thought at Texas A&M that the next Johnny Manziel was going to be up. Kyler Murray transferred, Kyle Allen transferred, and etc., and all the pieces fell off, and therefore Kevin Sumlin was fired due to the fact that the Texas A&M Aggies went 7-6. But Clemson, on the other hand, they are dominant as always. Yes, they lost to Alabama last year, 24-7, but they have quarterbacks back, they have running backs back. Basically, they have their whole team back. Same goes to Texas A&M, but I feel like Clemson might win this game. Who knows? Because Jimbo Fisher is from the ACC. He's from Florida State, and he knows Clemson's offense. So it's going to be a cool, or it's going to be weird, different, because I'm not used to seeing Jimbo Fisher as a Aggie coach. So it's going to be at Kyle Field at Texas, September 8th, 2018. Time is to be determined. Probably an 8 o'clock game, because usually Clemson plays an SEC school earlier in the year, and it's a late game. As you guys know, that they beat Auburn twice already, so they know the SEC pretty well. All right, so the match prediction of this game has Clemson 75.7%, and they have Texas A&M 24.3%, which is harsh because it's at Texas A&M. So you never know what can happen. It's early in the season, and Texas A&M can be motivated by Jimbo Fisher, because Jimbo Fisher knows this offense and knows this defense pretty well. All right, so we are going to go through the stats from Clemson: quarterback, running back, top 3 receivers, and top 3 defensive players as well. So Clemson quarterback, we have Kelly Bryant. Had a great first year as a junior. He was a backup for 2 years versus Deshaun Watson, and he's battling right now with 5-star freshman quarterback Trevor Lawrence, who played a great in the spring game, but Dabo Swinney even said that he's backing up Kelly Bryant. So Clemson went 12-2, 7-1, won the Atlantic, lost to Bama in the semis. Kelly Bryant went 262 to 398 attempts to completions, or completions to attempts, had 2,800 passing yards, 65.8 completion percentage, 7.0 yards average of throw, 13 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, with a QBR rating of 131.7. Not bad. And as you guys know, that he's in the battle right now with Trevor Lawrence, who's had a great spring game for a freshman. Texas A&M, they went 7-6, 4-4 in the SEC West. Jimbo Fisher is now the new head coach, and of course you know that Kevin Sumlin's fired. So they played a variety of quarterbacks, or 2 quarterbacks essential, if you want to say like that. They played Nick Starkel and Kellen Mond, but as of now, I'm going to say with Nick Starkel, he went 123 to 205 with 1,739 passing yards, 60.0 completion percentage, 8.7 yards average, 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, with a QBR rating of 150. So he might as well win. He possibly could play better than Kelly Bryant. Who knows? But the quarterback's going to be a little weird this year, but I think Clemson's still going to win this game. In my opinion, it's going to be low scoring. Running backs again, Clemson are stacked. Travis Etienne, I don't know how to pronounce the last name. He had 107 carries, 766 yards, 2 yards average, and 13 touchdowns. He also probably will have a battle with Tavion Feaster, if you want to pronounce that, like the last name is that. Sorry if I butchered these last names. It's hard to pronounce, in my opinion. All right, Texas A&M. Travion Williams is their best running back, so he is back with the team, and that'll help him a lot. A lot of Texas A&M players are back, but their wide receivers are going to be really young this year. Travion Williams had 173 carries, 798 rushing yards, 4.6 yards average, 8 touchdowns. And gone is Keith Ford. He left. He was a big-time help with the Aggies as well. So top 3 receivers, as we all know, Hunter Renfrow is back with the team. He has 60 receptions, 602 receiving yards, 10.0 yards average, which is huge for any quarterback because they know that the receiver can get the ball down the field. Had 3 touchdowns. T. Higgins is back as well. He has 17 receptions, 345 receiving yards, 20.3 yards average, which is incredible for a receiver. 2 touchdowns. Milan Richard had 18 receptions, 210 yards, 11.7 yards average, and 1 touchdown. Also, a huge loss for them is Ray McLeod and Deion Kane. But once again, wide receiver U at Clemson University, they are always stacked with wide receivers. And the number 5 ranked recruit coming in is Frank Ladson Jr., who's a freshman. For the wide receivers for Texas A&M, you got Jamon Osborne, if you pronounce the last name right. He had 50 receptions, 571 yards, 11 yards average of catch, which is really good. Had 3 touchdowns as well. Cameron Buckley, he has 17 receptions, 282 yards, 16.6 yards average, and 3 touchdowns. So it's going to be a good game, hopefully. But I do feel like Clemson is more prepared. But you know, who knows that Jimbo Fisher knows the offense and defense well, so he can coach against them well because he's been at FSU for so long. Rashad Paul had 16 receptions, 187 yards, 11.7 yards average, and 0 touchdowns. Their top 2 best receivers are gone, Christian Kirk and Damian Ratley to the NFL, which is not good for them because they need great receivers as well. So, finally and lastly, the top 3 defenders for Clemson. Clemson, once again, is stacked on defense. Mostly everybody's back. Only 2 or 3 people have gone, which is Darian O'Daniel, which was their second best tackler on the team. He's gone. Von Smith is also gone. But linebacker Kendall Joseph is back with the team. He had 96 total tackles, 1 interception the whole year, and 1 sack the whole year. Not bad for a linebacker. Defensive end, Clayleen Farrell is back with the team. He is a huge asset for Clemson. He had 66 tackles, 9.5 total sacks all year. And Christian Wilkins, defensive tackle, had 60 tackles and 5 sacks. Gone, which I said earlier, was O'Daniel and Smith. Now, top 3 players. Basically, Texas A&M has everybody back. A linebacker, Tyrell Dodson had 104 total tackles, 5.5 sacks total, and 3 interceptions. Linebacker Taro Laka had 78 tackles, 5 sacks total, 1 interception. And lastly, DB Derek Tucker had 55 tackles and 1 interception. Now, it seems like Texas A&M is going to be young this year, and Clemson is going to be different without their star wide receivers. But my final score of this game, prediction and result, I feel like Clemson is going to win this game 38-31. Yes, it's going to be close. Texas A&M is going to score late. They're going to try to kick an onside kick, but they failed. And it seems like every year when Clemson plays an SEC team early, it's always low scoring. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Who is going to win this game? I picked Clemson 38-31. It's going to be close. I know it seems crazy because they don't have a great quarterback. They don't have a really great team, but it's Jimbo Fisher. He knows the team very well because he's from FSU. He coached against Clemson, and I know Dabo Swinney knows the SEC well. So guys, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great day, and more videos on the way. Peace.